Well, good evening, it's back to Mzab. There's quite a bit of work to be done here, and frankly I've been slacking. Could blame it on being horrifically ill, but really I'm just being lazy. I would quite like to get the third way as the crappiest of the Abadi trio. There's Mzab, there's Oman, and there is Pate. I can't actually get the achievement because I started this in the review copy, but, you know, as long as I do it, I'll know I did it, and that's fine enough by me. So, there's a few things I want to do straight away. The first will be taking care of these people that are apparently angered by my failure to wage war. I think I've been waging plenty of war, but we'll go and kill them anyway. Should also be putting my lazy diplomats to use. Some Ottoman land would actually be quite tasty for me, so let's get a claim going on that Karaman. And what else should I or could I be claiming? Yeah, there's every opportunity for me to fight Yemen upcoming, but there's also these guys that should die, getting in my way and all, and only allied with Darfur. Well, in general there's a lot of cleanup to be done around here, and if I were a clever individual I would be getting my claims on the go. Oh, you could also let me know if the sound is off, because perhaps the music is a little loud. Who's to say, really? Check that, that's 19 development that would look a lot better inside my country. Mendafara. What's annoying though is that I don't want to be taking and coring all of this. I need to find myself a worthy vassal. I'll probably stop my conquest around the Somalian lands, but I do need to push a little bit further here. What was it called again? Mendefara. All well and good. I would love to get converting these Sunni guys, but I also have Sunni zealots that really wish to rise up, and I don't want to have to deal with those in any time soon. I'm also not about to incorporate Algiers, and I can't even remember where Tabuk is. Oh well, that will have to be done. That will really have to be done, actually. I could go with that. Our brethren in Tabuk. Although they are a baddie, and they probably won't be a baddie for too much longer. Still, we have our claim going there. And let's get the game going. The old ungrateful Dimmy still getting angry at me, and straight away I got wall of text that I need to think of here. In time, many of the everyday occurrences in the life of our great Imam and his predecessors has become subject of great ceremony. Well, let's cut to the chase here. Harar is a vassal with the religion ideas. Alright, thanks Igars, I will keep that one in mind. What do we get here? The old emirs, which you always want to keep loyal but not too influential. We've got an opportunity to gain quite a chunk of loyalty with them at the cost of their influence. You know, what an excellent opportunity to harvest that military power and then get back the loyalty straight away. It's as if I'm paying for it. Paying quite a lot of money and taking a huge amount of tax hit to it. But that does seem pretty good. Sure, we'll call it the almost free points. Almost, but not quite. Also need to get those cores on the go. Jake, show ideas. You should say please, but still. Here we go. We've got some of the religious and all of the exploration ideas. Always suffering on points, because when coring in this region there is a lot of increased core creation costs that you have to deal with. Gee, I wonder if Algiers are going to be able to convert that properly. Had hoped that they would, but perhaps not. Ottomans are also taking attempt 2 at westernizing. I don't think it's going to go very well for them, and I'm going to be around to make sure that it certainly does not. 25 years of minus 25% tax, Jake. I know, but we can handle that. We'll be fine. Besides, we got quite a chunk of military for it. I'll send half of our folks away to go and deal with those upstarting, pretty much natives actually. But we want to, wait, what? What a troublesome event. It knew what I was thinking. Oh well, we'll just deal with them. I can't do too much damage around there, especially since they're my religion, so we'll go and take care of them. All whilst our diplomats throw down those claims left and right. You also have land that should be mine, that is my decree. The Ubeles says, greetings, this is my first stream here, but I've been following on YouTube. Grateful for the videos, big fan. I'm glad to hear that, because I'll be honest, putting the videos up on YouTube is an enormous pain in the rear end. All that cutting up. And then having all the YouTube comments, which are generally garbage. Spain used to be our most trusted of allies, then they broke that. They clearly don't like us, they may well be coming for us later on. Hungary, however, has been our ally for a long time, and as have Persia. Actually, we built up a fair few favours with Persia. We're getting about one a year. Could well be worth our time to increase favour with them. Not favour, trust. Since I certainly do want them to help me out around here. Now we get religious violence where these guys stagger around, which hurts tax and manpower, but that's alright, we're big enough not to have to worry about that too much. JQ planning to pummel the Otto scum and release some nations to snipe. Well, I would quite like to pummel the Otto scum, as you put it, there's no doubt about that. Unfortunately though, they are converting this. I'm gonna have to deal with them before too long. But I need my army over here for that. Well, speaking of army, I could certainly do with a few more. What do we have at the moment? We have a tragic lack of cavalry, is what we have. I know it's expensive, but it's well worth having. Also, raising a navy here, which... it's going to hurt the balance. Can't remember, I think same religion zealots no longer convert to provinces, but I can't say that with certainty. I guess we're about to find out. The game does evolve in a lot of ways, and even though I do work on it, I can't remember absolutely everything. Also down to my abhorrent memory right there. There we go. Yeah, they do not convert it. Probably because it was too easy to just have folks of your religion, or rebels of your religion, do all the dirty work for you. Of course now we just use zealots for that. Because playing cheap is the only way to play, right? So I want to declare war on the Ottomans pretty soon, really. I wonder why I suddenly changed my mind about that after not seeing them as worthy of declaring war on for so long. Who's to say, really? May as well go for Maras and actually link our lands up a bit here. Hope you don't mind, Ottoman. But where are my boats? I've still got them over there, and I need them back here. Because one thing about the Ottomans is they still have a bit of a frightening navy, one that I certainly don't want to have to deal with too much. Let's get our one individual over there that can snipe that province for me, so I don't have to worry about it. And I also don't want to have to worry about Jerusalem. Since that's where the home of the Sunni zealots are. What idea tree are you thinking of taking next? Haven't given it much thought. Admin is an idea, because I'm doing a lot of coring, but I'm thinking maybe something more diplomatic. I don't know. Then again, I have not touched military at all, and we're doing just fine with that, so defensive? Not really something I have to worry about right now because I am not doing so hot on the admin front anyway. Okay, with that, our Sunni zealots, which are already not really wanting to rise up anyway, shall all just melt away. I'm also already being asked how long am I going to be streaming for. When do I ever have an answer for that? Not often, and probably not today. Okay, that's not where we need you. We need you over in Gaza, my friends, because my glorious army needs to get up there. I should pay attention to that thing that I never often pay attention to, which is the funding of enemy forts. Seems they have, seems they've been funding a fair bit. I may as well respond in kind. I also want my own coring to be finished before I pull the trigger. Hopefully I'm coring faster than they're converting. That'll be done in September of this year. My things will be done in April. Not really concerned about tad more. It is only 6 development, not something worth losing my lunch over. But I do really want to grab that before September, so we'll just get ourselves into position. So why are we going for the Ottomans now of all times? Well, I've had so many breaks in this campaign that my head is all over the place and I'm not quite sure what is going on. But I have a feeling we'll be able to defeat the Ottomans, because they've barely got an army. They have over 20 loans, if memory serves well. Doesn't often, but perhaps today of all days, it's not going to do me too badly. And this is what I am often checking to see the enemy's, or potential enemies' financial situation. Check on people's admin rating. Loans gives us minus 0.56 there, just divide it by 2. So what's that, 28? They have 28 loans, and at that size, they're not small loans. They are certainly not small loans. On top of that, the Ottomans are westernizing. Yeah, they're not going to have an easy time of this. That's probably why they suddenly pumped up their fortifications. So there we go, the rebels have melted away. Yeah, they're not going to cause us any grief. We have our claims, could do with a few more claims, especially around Alodia, since I do want to eat them up. They're just getting in the way. I don't like useless people. They're just getting in the way like that. And get our conversions done as well. I feel like a one-man Ottoman killing machine here. He's paying for all his forts, but that's alright. We are technologically superior to them. They're in a what? They are attacking against Norway in the War of the Protestant League. Don't think that's going to go so hot for you, Norway. I'm being brutally honest here. Well, give or take. Monstria has been doing pretty impressive this game. Does seem a little odd for France to be making a comeback now, but that's actually fairly interesting. Somebody was asking about their religions and the Reformation. Other than France going full Protestant there, and Scandinavia remaining fiercely Catholic. Well, it's plausible. It's fairly plausible. Still, I want these guys to die. Hormuz, Balkistan and Yemen will all get involved, which is a bit of a shame. But we can let Persia take care of that. I could either spend favours or promise them land. Frankly, I want to take loads of land for myself, and they're probably going to be doing quite a bit of handiwork for me. Now, I don't think I could get Hungary in on this, unless I paid off their debt and promised them land. There's little point in that, since Hungary are... oh, they're not pretty busy. Well, it doesn't matter, we can do this ourselves anyway. Persia, do everything for me. And I have to really hope that Yemen don't get access through Hassa to come and ravage me over here. They might, but we'll just deal with that as it comes. If I end up getting ravaged in my country around here, then, well, I have only myself to blame for that. Nothing terribly new. Cleansing of heresy, because it allows us to take all provinces without any diplo cost. Yemen, Balkistan, Khiva, Hormuz. See, Persia can take care of Baluchistan, Hormuz and Khiva. Hopefully Yemen can't get around too much. But they don't seem to be rivaled with Hassa. They're hostile, but Hassa hates me and will probably give access. Well, it's not even worth considering. We're going to fight anyway. Excuse me. I'm getting to 100%, but I'm not quite 100%. Let's just do it. There is no point worrying. There has never been any point worrying. They still have a fair few galleys that I don't really want to have to deal with too much. But where should I focus my efforts? I'm thinking these two forts. Persia are more than able to take care of the rest. I would love my heir to die, since he's not very good. It would give me a stab hit, however. What can I say other than Ah, well, get to it, lads. Oh, right, one of the main things was to snipe this, since you're getting converted. And Yemen, they'll probably get access through Ajuran, since they're allied. The question is if they'll get access through Ethiopia and or these other folks. One troublesome thing would be if Persia suck access through them. Suck is not the right word. Sought is the right word, Jake, you fool. So the Ottomans are attempting to raise an army, but they are so hilariously behind in military technology that we should be a-okay here. One genuine concern is that they could get rebels. Rather a lot of them, I imagine. Alright, good job. And Persia got access through Mamluks, which is kind of helpful for me. It allows this little dude to go and snipe to his heart's content. Speaking of sniping, I may as well take good advantage of that, of the Ottoman distraction, and just go and capture land. Jake, feed Harar most East African lands, give them 1 or 2 gold mines, you could upgrade them. Yeah, I'm approaching the dip limit, but I think I would rather actually get teching up. Even though the Dhimmi are... Wait, did the Dhimmi bugger off? They did. Excellent. Good enough. I mean, I'm far behind on tech there as it is. I also really want to get these colonies up and better established. Since if you have a colonial nation of 10 provinces or more, then you'll get a bonus merchant from them, and I'm really interested in actually streamlining my trade a bit. Because even though I'm African, Africans never have it easy when it comes to dealing with their trade. What an unfortunate day to be the Ottomans. Of course, they could raise an army and smack me pretty hard. They have proven that they can do that before. Something 40-year war. It's a little risky, but I'm going to pop this boat out here just to blockade. I may get attacked by their navy. I'm just hoping that I don't. I kind of feel bad. The Ottomans just crumbling like this. They deserve better. Oh, that's interesting. His missionary comes up on my list here. Shame I can't right-click to cancel him. But I'll be having my Ibadi land back, please. That province used to be mine, my core in fact. But the Ottomans came and slapped me silly. I think I ceded in 3 wars in this campaign, at least so far. Well, it happens. Or if I wanted to sound really smug, it happens to the best. So one thing I've been wanting to address for a fair while, is my desire to have 100 tradition generals, that's for certain. Even if it pushes me a little over the limit, I can get over that with a swift insult to one of my rivals. Like Hassa. That Hassa. Well, Mohand, get on that siege for me. We need every +1 we can get. So, as I have covered time and time again, I do not take loans in my campaigns. I think I've gone over the reasons time and time again. Back in EU3, you took you took 5 loans, and if you had to take any more, then it was bankruptcy for you, and bankruptcy may as well be game over. Shouldn't be telling you to attach to me. I'm fairly confident you can do your own thing and you'll be fine. Where was I going with that? But that's just how I play. You should not feel the need to blindly follow that. I like the extra challenge. If I did play with loans, then I would be able to do a lot better, especially in the early game. I could snowball so hard, but I don't do that. It's just not how I want to play. And as with most things in life, if I don't want to do it, I just don't do it. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Our friends the Ottomans were able to come back with something. Let's see if that 100 tradition general of ours can be put to use. Good, he's locked in there, so hopefully we will be able to give him a run for his money. Reinforced speed, not really the crucial thing here. I wouldn't mind a touch of discipline, because their discipline is probably far better than mine. As my glorious vassal just runs away. Thanks a lot, buddy. I need to win this though, since it's a cleansing of showing of superiority war score. Where's my head at? What am I suddenly thinking here? I'm thinking how to squeeze out an advantage in this fight, and I wouldn't mind getting a touch of discipline for it. But we'll just see how we can do against him anyway. He'll be coming into Highlands. We get our back up in good time. Shame that our great general only arrives to laugh at him. I came to laugh at you, my friend. Now our guy, little Mzab, is still trying to westernize like a fool, so he's probably going to collapse to that. Again, like a fool. Excuse me. Don't think I ever claimed to be 100%. Alright, what can what defense do I have against such tomfoolery? He has access through Kokeli, so I can't do too much against him. I don't have access there. Oh well, we'll just remain relatively tight. Take these provinces, and we'll be okay. So, if you want to play with loans, by all means do. It's certainly a good way to play. Me, I just prefer to play without. Ramazani separatists are exactly what I was looking for. Right here, because they're probably not going to spread out. I don't think Ramazan spread at all. So hopefully Ramazan will cede from Georgia and will be a delicious little province for us to have. We get the overseas coring discount on these provinces, which is always rather nice. Always nice indeed. Mr. Bredsor is asking if I've ever considered doing a Crusader Kings 2 run. No, not really. I am not good at Crusader Kings 2. Familiar with the game, but not to the point where I could ever show off anything that I could really be proud of. So, no. Just no. Now we got these heavies, and those heavies together with my galleys might be able to deal with the Ottomans, but I'm not entirely convinced of that. Especially since I would have to sail them around the world, and I don't think I want to have to do that. Unfortunately, Persia is doing a bit crap here against Baluchistan, Hormuz and Yemen, who have all concentrated their forces there. At least if this fort falls. Jings, that's ugly. But it means I have access through Hassa. All due to Persia, you fool. Well, that means I could march into Yemen, maybe get them out through excessive niggly little occupations. Well, I'm sure Persia can deal with... Oh, Persia's on military tech 11. That's tragic. That is worse than tragic, actually. It's no good. Idarine's slightly concerning me, because it's just going to reclaim Biga. Oh well, not to worry. We'll finish off these provinces first. I fear no Ottoman. Oh, it's not reclaiming it. Did we change that? Maybe it doesn't work across straits anymore. I can't say I honestly remember. I see no reason not to go for 100% here. And there we go, the Ottoman's fleet is poked out. It's 25 galleys, but I still don't feel confident in taking them all on. I'll probably just assemble my army and march across that strait. Throw ourselves down on his capital. Truce with Castile up yet? They might want round 3. I'd be happy to give them round 3. I would beat them senseless this time. Of that I am certain. Now, it could be that the Ottomans are a little afraid because they're against other naval powers. Venice, for example, not afraid to flaunt their ships here. We'll see what we can do with them. Jake, what do you think of Vicky 2 loans, where you actually have to loan from other countries? Don't get me started on Vicky 2. Because, good lord, I love my economies. If the patrician stream wasn't enough of a hint. Getting Yemen out of this war might be a little tricky just through one-man occupations, but they don't have any forts, so I can just walk around and occupy all their country. It will take a bit of time though. Time ain't so good. What are you even doing here? Ah well. Alright, sadly the Ottomans not overly keen on letting us pass here. I guess the Venetians ran away scared. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. Means we can... Oh, dang. Where did I leave my boats out? Ah, of course, I had my trade fleet. And that is very tragic, because I just lost my ticking war score for show superiority. Ah well, that's why I tend not to invest in trade fleets. I just forget about them and they die. I can go and help liberate Persia though, since they seem to be in a little spot of bother. Will we ever see a Vicky 2 stream Krakow World Conquest? No, I think not on the Vicky 2 streaming front. Don't you want Persia's land? Okay, I'm going to need to get that ticking war score of mine back. And looking at them, I don't believe I'm dealing with people that have military tech 15 here, so I should be A-okay dealing with them. Not concerned about that revolt because... excuse me. That's just my colonial nation dying on his arse. Ugh, did not want you in charge. Let's just tank that devotion. You're acceptable. At least we get that at the Islamic Center of Scholarly Learning. Okay, fighting in mountains.